Wake up, it's a brand new day. Got some things I need to say. Feeling heavy, you're not alone. Come take 5, you're in the zone. Voices calm, hearts that care. 2 good friends always there. Let the sunlight in your mind. Peace and hope you're sure to find. We'll take 5 with CJ and Jester. Talking truth and lifting pressure. Every Tuesday, 10 to noon, we're holding space just for you. Take a breath, take your time. We're here to realign your mind. Take 5, you're not alone. CJ and Jester bring you home. It's okay to not be okay. Let's talk it out, don't drift away. Mental health, it matters most, so come in close and raise a toast. To the ones who fight each day, to the silent words they never say. You're strong, you're seen, you're truly heard. We got your back, you've got our word. Oh, take 5 with CJ and Jester. Talking truth and live.
Good morning, Grenada, Carriacou, Petit Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. Good morning to North America, Africa, Asia, Europe. Good morning to all the Take 5 friends and family. And let me say good morning to you, Mr. Jester Augustus Noel. How are you?
What? What's wrong with you, girl?
We have a call and we'll take it. Good morning, Cameron. How are you?
Good morning, and how is you?
We're good, thank you. He's on time today. He is on time today.
Yes, sir, good morning.
Kenu, good morning to you, my dear, and Happy New Year.
I don't know. This time is only blow the tree go north, south, east, west.
You understand?
You just have to south the tree.
You're so correct about that.
Go ahead when you're ready, Ken.
Yes, well, I would like to say Happy New Year to the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. And to those who are working on the radio station, I would like to say Happy New Year to each and every one of them. And I hope the New Year brings us success to each and every one of them.
Thank you.
This morning, I give you thanks, I give you praise. I glorify your name. I thank you for we in the land of the living. We are not caught up on God. And I'm thanking you for even those that have mouth and they cannot say thank you, Lord. I'm thanking you for them. This morning, Lord, look down upon your country. I bring the country before you. Remember Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. But the whole world is in your hands. Each and every one of them is your children this hour, Lord. Father God, I stretch my hands to the north. I know but only you, and if thou should draw yourself from us, this hour, Lord, thou shalt go. Father, this morning, Lord, what could I tell you about the country? What you don't know? You know everything about your children. But you don't want us still come to you and tell you. Father, look down upon your school children this morning, Lord. Father, school open. They go back to school. Father, guide them and protect them, educate them for yourself. Father, we know some of them are very stubborn-hearted, but Jesus, please don't turn your back onto each and every one of them. Remember them this morning, Lord. Remember the entire force. Remember the SSU. Remember the RRU. Remember the boat on the ocean. I bring it this morning, Lord. But I'm not forgetting the Prime Minister is in your hands. The ministers, I bring before you the opposition parties, the ministers. But you are the make of each and every one of them. You are the one who could do the body every good, keep them on praying ground, and if none was full terms, help them to pray and pray their life away. It's our Lord. Father God, the case is in your hand. You alone, you can create and you can destroy. Father, dry your curtain and give your country a peace down. Wrap them on every bending side. Do for them what they cannot do for themselves. The sick and afflicted one. Those on the hospital bed. Get back to them at our back again. When it's day, they cry for night. And when it's night, they cry for day. But when thy kingdom come, O Lord, remember them, Lord. Remember all those workers throughout the world is our Lord. Father, pass by each and every one of them. Those in all different homes, those that cannot help themselves. Remember the praise I bring before you. Father, look down upon you to pity and compassion. Father, every image inside the Lord, I bring them before you. Father, look over each and every one of them. Those who are taking care of them. The staff are taking care of them, Lord. I bring each and every one of them before you this hour, blessed Lord. Father, the bosses, the driver, the conductor, the passenger. Father, all drivers, I bring before you this hour, Lord. My God and my King. Hear me this morning, blessed Lord. Father, here are you cutting again. Father, take each and every one of them in charge. I know you is able, Lord. Father, look down upon each and every one of your children. Those on the radio station, Lord, I bring them before each and every one of them. Take them in charge if thou be so pleased. Remember, CJ in your hand with our Lord. Father, they'll bring up the body. The far from our body close to you, Jesus. Father, remember the stop. Remember that stuff, man. You me left behind each and every one of them in that home. Bless them with thou be so pleased. Keep them in the act of safety. For a guide and protect this our Lord. Remember them this morning, blessed Lord. For a God, pass by city house, keep it safe night and day. Leave no vindication and couldn't enter this our blessed Lord. My God and my King. As you tell the disciples to say, our Father which art in heaven, holy be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. For thy is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen and amen.
Thank you
Thank you,
so
Lord.
much, Kenneth. Thank you so very much. And I hope that you do have a beautiful day today. And whatever
Yes.
happens, you're in the safe hands of the Almighty.
Oh, of course, yes. I
Yes.
want to try and do tomorrow today. As I want to,
Oh,
Oh
this
I
yeah.
want to try.
is that Charles' funeral
Yes.
today?
No,
Oh, who else?
is it a Baptist?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And you, you just call him wrong boy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Quan Baptist and him's dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
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 I might just be going to that
Take
funeral
care.
as well too.
Okay. Okay. Well, take care of yourself and pleasant day.
Thank you so very much. You too.
Thank you so much, Ken.
Right.
Have a lovely day.
Okay, bye bye.
No, all right. Bye.
Yes, Jester. Jester, say good morning to you, asking me what wrong with me. What is wrong with me? I said because I call
Don't
you.
don't
Don't give your
just
name that
no
that is
no
not
no no.
yours. Well, what's your middle name,
You're
may
go,
I ask?
you're misleading people out there, and that is not a good thing.
Is it not?
Certainly not.
You know, Mary called just now, eh?
Mm.
And Kenny was praying. So I'm gonna call Mary back, and you better answer the phone, Mary, because you never call that early in the morning, and I want to hear what you gotta say.
What he's doing?
I don't know. Good morning,
Good
Mary.
morning, CJ.
Good morning, and how are you?
Good, I'm all right. Happy New Year to you and Jester.
Thank you, thank you.
Thanks and many happy returns to you, bro.
Yeah, I was just heading out, but I wanted to wish you guys all the best. It's a new year and hope that everything work even better than last year.
We're aiming for that.
Oh
With
yes.
your support and everyone else support, we are aiming. Our aim is really, really high this year. So
Yeah.
thank you so very
Okay,
much.
so yeah, so give thanks and have a blessed day.
Thank you. So wait, no, you're not gonna be listening to us on the road? Is that what you're saying? Ah,
No,
well.
I might listen to a repeat broadcast.
Okay,
Yeah.
no problem. Once you listen.
All right, so
Thank you so
take
very
care,
much.
guys.
All right.
Say hi to
Same
Anne
to
Marie
you.
and the children.
Yeah, I will.
All right, thank you very
Okay.
much. Okay, bye bye.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Well, we must say a special thanks to him for taking the time off at all times
Of
to
course,
follow us,
always,
and
always, always,
always
always.
want to wish the very best for us. We do appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. Yeah.
Mary is really cool. The first time I met him was when Junior came up to Toronto. And
He sung like Junior so
well,
much,
yes,
or
I
Junior
mean,
sung like him.
one
One
of
of them.
them, he's older than Junior. So
So
Junior sung
Junior songs like him.
yes. So let me say good morning to Junior also on the Grandy Tang there. Hope all is well. And it's a tourist season, so I guess he must be a very, very busy guy these days. Jester, go ahead and say good mornings.
Yeah, well, good morning to Gordon Bushes Richardson, Alistair Ito Dubois, Winter John, Andy
Uh-huh.
Moose Bartholomew is on island at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have to perhaps give you some hot peppers to bring for me because I didn't know when Ted was going back. I was supposed to drop it there.
Oh.
So I'm going to give it to you for him.
To the Gleans family out there in Boston, good morning to you. Good morning to the Robinson family out there in Hill Street. Celia, Happy New Year to you. Good morning, Caris and the rest. Yeah, good morning to Claire in Maho. Miss Gladys in Maris, good morning to you. Yeah, Trisha, St. David's posse talking, Michelle out there in Riverside. They want to keep the checks and balances.
Michelle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good morning too. Did I miss anybody?
I don't know. You're supposed
Just
to know
in
who you're
case I
missing.
miss anybody.
What's about you said
It's
just in
just-
case?
Yeah,
Who is that?
just
in case.
Yeah, just in
Listen to
case.
me. Just in case. Just in case. Your friend from New York, isn't his name
Oh,
Just
Justin.
in case?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Justin out there in Montreal. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to check with Justin, just because of the holidays and things. It's been popping up so quick. Now that the dust is settling back,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So,
So that's it. You're done? You're done?
oh, yeah.
Okay. And let me say good morning to Faithlyn Hallie Douglas. I hope you're enjoying the nice, cool, crunchy, all the kind of burr weather wherever you are.
She's been out there a while, man.
Yes. When you come back, she white as milk because she ain't going outside. Good morning to Bernadette Abraham. Good morning to Coffee in the Morning. Daphne Date and family out there in Toronto. The Hillshire people, good morning. Glen family. Olovachi, buongiorno. NP, good morning to you. Lorna Bain, we already said morning to Mary in Toronto, but when it's nice, you do it twice. Alban Harris, good morning. Good morning to Junior out there. Good morning to Duchess. Mr. Nicholas Snag, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Miss Job, Bandy, Chester David, good morning to you also. Pat Pierre, good morning. William Pierre and hubby Pierre. SBW, good morning. Good morning to you, buddy out there in the lane. Good morning to Kathleen Ledlow, Royal Charles Alexander, Joyce Linwell, Antonia Francois. Good morning to the staff, students, and everyone under the cashew tree, the university under the cashew tree. School was in session this morning for New students there this morning. It had about 20. I came out to the farm. I came from the farm this morning and walking back, and they were all under the cashew tree waiting for my son there with the big bus. He's my son too, eh?
Yes, son too.
I got a lot of sons.
Adopted sons.
A lot of them. Yes, waiting for him. Good morning to Anne Bernard and Red Human. Good morning to Bushish, Chubby, Pat, Sherry in Maryland, Wendy out there in Toronto, Carol Belfan, good morning to you. Bernard Leslie, good morning to you. Let me also say good morning to the real, what do you call them again? Warriors. The real warriors are there in the park, especially Shetty Belfan and Nikki. Hope you're having a good day at school this morning. And to my little children, I've got 2 or 3 of them in the park this morning. We've got Kashan, Christian, Ty, and Nikaya. Good morning to you guys. I mean, and they have all the fun when they come to walk out with their parents, so I have to say good morning to them. And it is, as everyone says, it is the end of 2025, and we are smack dab in the middle of 2026. And as Mary told us that he thinks that we are going to be better, we are heading that way to be much better than we were in 2025. We can only get better, Jester. I don't think we can get worse.
Oh, yes. We only could get better, man.
And let me say good morning to my GS son. I've got not the biological one, the next adopted one, Dugo.
Yeah.
Good morning to you.
Dugo is
without him, no, he's past general, he's a brother. Without him, a lot of what takes place inside here would not be going as flowing as it is. So we'd like to say good morning to you and thank you and hope all is well with you. And to the rest of the staff where you work, good morning to each and every one of you also. So, Jester,
Yes,
what was the action? What took place for the weekend?
What really took place?
Well, there's
I've been
nothing
to a
because-
couple of social activities, and which was really, really nice.
Okay.
Had some fun, had some drinks.
Okay.
Yeah, had some something to eat. Around this time, it's well, nowadays what the leftovers.
Lefties, lefties.
Yeah,
Yeah. And by
yeah,
the way,
yeah.
Lorna
That's
Bain
it.
has checked in online and also Olavachi. They're already online. Let's say
Yes.
good
Good
morning
morning.
doubly to them.
Good morning to you, Miss Bisessa. That's Patricia
Mm-hmm,
Bisessa.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. She might just be tuning in at around this
Okay.
time. Yeah, Claire. So it was good.
Yeah.
Even up to last night, I went to a birthday party. It was really, really,
Last
really nice.
night?
Last night, yeah.
LASTNIGH. I think you said you were tired beyond.
But what? But then I have the invitation, and it's not people
Jester.
that I would have wanted to let down. So,
Jester.
right, and I did not get. I tell you, God.
You didn't get to sleep, did you?
No, not at all. Because guess what? When I left there, right, when after all the ups and downs, we go get the TV, set it up back by you, and I stop off in the junction to get my head scraped. Well, when I drop off, it wasn't. I couldn't just go and sit on the chair. I had to wait my turn a bit. And so I didn't get no rest at all after coming
No
from
rest for the
St.
wicked, they
George's.
say. That's fine.
So.
Good morning to Hilarion Gunput. He's just checked in online. That's
Yeah,
true.
good morning to you,
Yes.
Hilarion. Yeah.
Let's hope
Good morning
more
to
of them, like I told, might be listening, but you got to check in on. And this morning, the program that we have, we need people to participate because this is the only way we're going to know if you are listening and if you are vibing with what we are saying.
Yes, but
That's the only way. Call
certain
it.
topics does be like a hot knob,
Yes.
Burn some fingers.
So I'm going to sing
Some
a
don't
song.
want to touch it.
I'm going to sing a song for you this morning. You tell me I can't sing, but you're going to hold my note. You know that who sing? No kicks for 86. But mommy beat me for that. Who sing that?
You think that would be hard for me, really and truly?
Well, tell me who sing that.
Eli must Inspector.
Right. So what is it? His AKA is who?
Specky.
Oh, Inspector.
Yeah.
So let me say good morning and congratulations to my farmers friend across the seas. She has been promoted to Inspector.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Claire. On that again, too. Yeah, there are
Yes.
a few.
A few of our friends in the art.
Yeah, some close associates,
Yes.
acquaintances
They got
that got promotion.
Let me say good morning to Victor. You're one of the promotees.
Let me say good morning to Rossi Knights.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's one of the
She's been
promotees
around
also.
a really
Yes.
long time, and
Yes.
yeah, I'm so happy for her, man. Yeah,
I think
she deserved that.
my neighbor, my very close neighbor that I could just stay and speak across there, she is also promoted.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and another good friend of me, SD, good morning to you. And he's also promoted, a whole lot of them, So
Yeah.
I wish them all the best. And I mean, they really worked hard for, I know a few, I don't know everybody that got if they worked hard, but the few that we know, Jester, we know that they worked really hard to get it. So congratulations to each and every one of them.
Yeah.
I think what's his name got promoted to Chombo.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he got promoted
Yeah.
also. Yes, you remember
Maybe-
when we saw them yesterday? They were coming that way from St. George's.
Yeah, so maybe, I don't know, but my good friend, Alan and colleague, Alan James, he got promoted he been promoted to the position of ASP.
What does that
he
mean?
was assistant superintendent.
Yes.
Yeah. So why you ask me? You thought I didn't know?
I don't know.
Oh, please.
You started to sing now, you begging, oh please.
Yeah, you're a joke. Yeah, he
Yes.
was an inspector and he got promoted.
So I think that we remember we saw them yesterday. We saw a lot of them, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what's going on? So me, I just went up to my good friend and my neighbor, and I said, what's going on here? And he said that they come from some celebration, and I said, oh, okay, so that's it. So when I spoke to my friend, she was down and then she was going up. So
But that was
it
supposed
really
to take place a little while now.
Yeah.
That's from my understanding.
Yeah, like you said, nothing happens before its time. As I say, everything has its time and its place and its season.
So to all the police officers who would have, stuck to their pride and their dignity, and after all these years being promoted, I salute you and I respect you.
You know just how you
because
salute
they
them?
are, yeah.
How the salute goes? That is not true.
How it goes? Well, what's much different? What's the much difference, Claire?
Like you wiping your head by the side, yeah?
Girl, you like too much of drama. That's
No.
just
When
like
you
too
do
much of
it,
drama.
you gotta do it right.
Well, yeah, you're the cadet.
Yeah.
Although I was a militia.
Well, that didn't count.
But you all know more thing
Yeah,
about
we were
drills
more
here. Yeah,
disciplined.
yeah,
Let me
it's
tell
much more
you.
drills. I know of the days.
Oh my gosh!
I remember those days
On the Santa.
Braggy. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We were like the business and the cat's meow.
Yeah, I used to get the best cadet too.
I remember there was a night that they had a parade in St. George. I can't remember what it was, but we had to do something on display, and we did that huge banner. And the only way people can do the banner was through flashlights. So each and every one of us had our flashlights. And when the time came and we put this flashlight on that banner, I'm telling you, it was like, whoa. I mean, we got first prize for that.
Yeah.
We really used to work hard as cadets. And I mean, according to Mary said, the way you walk, you could tell that you were. I said, no, Mary, the cadets
A
got
lot
me.
of people used to turn out in the courtyard to see all drill.
Yes,
yeah,
man. We
remember
were
people
bad
like
like Brick
Steve
Bottle.
Lalsey and Andy Coot and all those guys. And
Yes.
Yeah.
Archie was there.
Yeah. Quite
Davis
a lot.
Christopher. And we had girls Nellin, Merle. Let me tell you, that's the only time I know that I could handle a 303. One that has no bullet, no trigger.
Oh,
That's the only time I could handle a gun and not be afraid. Because when he says, as in General Salute, present arms, and you hit that foot and you hit that gun and go,
Yeah.
we were bad. We were just bad.
But being in the militia, I used to be working with M52.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was all. Yeah,
I used to be scrapping that thing, Clay, and putting it back up together and getting a piece of cake. Yeah.
I had no part of that. I didn't want any part of that. I was just here. Kathleen Ledlow has checked in. She says, good morning, CJ Jester, and Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, thank you so very much. And
we missed you last week, Kathleen, and you better call today because I'm sure that all of us, I'm speaking to us today on behalf of Jester and them. So we want participation, as they say. Not participation, but participation. That's what I'm asking for today. So, yes. So just
I was dramatic on the weekend, man. I was dramatic,
What was the weekend again? Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah.
Nothing.
No, rising up to the news of
in Venezuela?
Yeah. This is just stunned the Caribbean. And the whole at large.
To be quite honest, I don't think people are stunned, really and truly, because President Trump has been saying that for long. He put all his warships in the area. We know. I mean, I wasn't surprised. We knew that he was going to do it. Is that we didn't know when. But it's not. It wasn't a surprise to me because when you're saying these things, and they call it rhetoric. Yeah. When you start saying that, everybody knows just it's a matter of time. So
the manner in which this thing was done, to me tells me that I find it happens so easy.
Nowhere is safe.
So I believe some of the security men have really sold out.
Well, they're saying that they got bribed, they accepted money. All kinds of things have been said.
You see, America has the intelligence and they has the military might. They have the money.
But does that make it right?
No, it
does that's not. It. End of story.
It doesn't give them that right at all.
Yeah.
So
doesn't make it right, and that's it.
So it's left to be seen what's left after.
Yep. He went to court yesterday, Maduro, and they asked him what he says. I am the president of Venezuela, and I have been kidnapped.
Yes, he's correct.
I know, I have been kidnapped. So, yeah, he was kidnapped, yeah. I'm sending a message back to my daughter. She called me, but I couldn't take the call because, as you know. So, yes, so this is what it is. The drama across the globe. Well, the thing is, I'm going to say this once. Canada is at risk of being kidnapped also, based on what he's saying, because he wants to make Canada the 51st state. Yeah. Nigeria, Greenland, Mexico, Cuba. Cuba sent a very stern message based on what my phone says this morning, that they are prepared and waiting for him to die for the country.
Yeah, them Cubans not going down, so I know that. Yeah. Remember the Bay of Pigs?
Yes.
This is no joke thing with them Cubans, I know. So, yeah. You see, but I believe the move that he has made there too, it just opening up There are some real can of worms,
Well,
which I won't get into.
no.
That
We
is
don't,
not the
that is not
focus.
our focus. So
But
it's not mentally, but mentally, let me tell you, mentally that affected a whole lot of people,
yeah,
good and bad,
yeah,
because there are people that is celebrating the capture of Maduro, and there are people who are grieving about the capture of Maduro.
exactly.
So good and bad mentally is having an impact on the people in Venezuela as well as the people around the
Mm.
globe. Because even Colombia declared a state of emergency because they are at risk of Venezuelans flooding into Colombia, and they are just a small country, and maybe they cannot handle the influx of the
Colombia
migration.
did send out a strong message too.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah,
send a
the
strong
president.
message, but are they
Yeah.
strong enough? That is the
Well, yeah,
question.
but the thing about it, sometimes, on a matter of principle,
Yeah, yeah.
you're willing to die before you succumb to certain things.
I
So,
true that.
uh,
True that.
yeah.
So, so today, Jester, our topic. Um, oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Kathleen says she has a funeral today, so she won't be listening all of the program. So let's get to the program. So whatever part of the program I get into, Kathleen, and you at home, pick up your phone and call 404-1189. So today we are dealing with how do you get a man? When I say a man, I mean your husband, your boyfriend, your significant other, somebody, so your boyfriends, generally platonic, to open up emotionally, communicate, and talk about his feelings. Now, we all know that just your sex is not the easy set of people to deal with in reference to opening up and talk about your feelings. Am I right?
Yeah, I think you could say that. When you do in comparison of the both sexes,
Mm-hmm.
I will have to admit that.
Right. So it starts off by saying, how do you get a man to open up to you emotionally is a question many women ask themselves, and there is no simple answer to that. But building a strong foundation and trust and having the right approach and patience are essential ingredients. So you see where it starts, right?
Yeah.
Building a strong foundation and trust. Trust. So the person has to trust you immensely for them to really start talking to you. It says maybe you feel he's not sharing what's on his mind or emotionally closed off. You might be looking for a stronger emotional and intellectual connection, but aren't sure how to achieve that. It's important to remember that historically, most men have been socialized to believe that showing feeling is a sign of weakness. And we've been hearing that over and over and over again. They are not encouraged to be in touch with or open up about their feelings as much as women are. The narrative they grew up with is boys don't cry and suck it up. That being said, some men are very open and comfortable with their emotions. That is true also.
Yeah.
Because there are men that loses their mom, their family member, their wife, their whoever, and you cannot cry more than them because they're feeling, they wear their feelings on their sleeve. Everybody sees that they are hurting, and there's nothing wrong with that gesture. Emotionally, they're saying that, hey, I have feelings, I am human, and nobody cannot take that away from me. So, not all men that are stoic and feel that if they cry, as they say, it's going to be a sign of weakness. Now, it depends on his upbringing, personality, and attachment style. So, getting a guy to open up means considering these factors. Of course, creating an open, honest, emotionally intimate relationship isn't only up to you. The man in your life must work on it too. However, I will focus on what you can do to help a guy open up according to the men I spoke to for this article, not me. But I do speak to some men in reference to that also. But this is this research that is showing what she said and how what happened there. So here's one thing. Consider his culture, upbringing, personality, and attachment style. So, what kind of culture and environment did he grow up in? Is he more introverted or extroverted? Does he have an insecure attachment style? So if you're an introvert, you keep everything inside, deep in there. Somebody have to take a sledgehammer, hit you behind the head for you to fly out. If you're extroverted, you will talk. But I'm not sure how much you will say, even though you are speaking. Some people grow up in a household where talking about feelings is discouraged. Patriarchal cultures teach men that showing emotions is for women and that being like a woman is degrading. So you see, from birth, Jester, from a young age, some men in their home are being taught that if you do that, if you open up and you talk about your feelings and your emotions, you're classified as a woman or a weakling, or you have showing that weakness.
Yeah, that's true.
So, if you grew up in a family in which deep conversations always ended in conflict, then he might have come to associate opening up with being in trouble. A man with an avoidant attachment style probably feels little need to share and be open, and is most likely quite happy without much emotional intimacy. So, you see where we're going with it already? Eh? So, us women here, we have a mountain to climb when it comes to that. A whole mountain. And you know what? Let me call a friend of mine. I'm playing the call a friend that has that has
Excuse me.
some how you call that again? Some things. She's very wise in some of the things that she talks about. So I'm gonna give her a call. No, I'm gonna give her a call by here. By here so. Not by here, but by here. I'll give her a call and then we can take it from there and see what she has to say about it. Because, what's the number again? Um, so I'm going to call her, and if she answers, then I can question her as to what she thinks about that. Let's see, it's ringing. The calling. Answer the call, answer the call.
Hello?
Good morning, and how are you?
You sure you have the right number?
I do have the right number. Am I speaking to SBW, as in
There,
Shamrock
there,
Pepper
there,
Wells?
this is Officer Brown. I am a part of the female prison officer.
You
What do you
are.
want, ma'am?
I want you to arrest me.
What is the nature of your crime, if I may ask,
The
says?
crime is that we women might be in trouble when it comes to dealing with getting our men to talk about their feelings emotionally and how they should open up. So I thought it was best for me to give you a call if you are not on duty to speak to us on what causes men or what causes us to make men the way that they are. Can you help, please?
Well, there's only one solution to that problem, ma'am.
Tell
Just
me.
get a full brass. You know what a full brass is?
No, I don't. Please explain.
It's a type of cutlass. And give them some synopses and get rid of them. You solve the solution right there and then.
Oh gosh, this is now you're asking for me to come and join you in the prison, not as the prison warden, but as a as a detainee.
Good morning and Happy New Year.
Thank you very much.
Morning, Shams.
Hey, well, I know, just don't know what a full brass is.
Oh, yes.
Claire, you're supposed to know what that is, you know.
What is a full brass?
You have a police officer named Full Brass. It's a type
I
of
know
cutlass.
who full brass is.
It is called after a type of cutlass, my dear friend.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. I have to figure out I have to learn what that full brass thing look like, Jester.
Well, is
I'm,
just say it's a cutlass?
It is a type,
I'm a,
she says, so it's
I'm,
not any cutlass.
Well,
I'm a
yeah.
country girl, you know.
Uh-huh.
They say, I don't know, they say it's the broadest cutlass there is. I don't know.
Oh, so it might be like a pallet?
You have to be real, you know, you
Yeah.
have some slim cutlass and you have
Yes.
some broad
Broad
ones.
ones,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
So when you get too lash with a full brass, crap will smoke your pipe.
The first one put in a stand up straight.
You know, a nice topic, if I may say so. You know, there are the pros and cons in this whole thing, I would think. And, well, let me just say Happy New Year to all your fans and viewers and listeners. And I think you are have you celebrated 1 year since you've been
Yes, October
with Five?
2nd. October 2nd, we were 1 year.
Isn't that amazing when you think
Yes.
of your initiation of this whole program
Yes, thank you.
and to come over the border of 1 year? It's indeed worthy of congratulations.
Thank
Some
you.
people after 3 months they would give up, but you didn't. You persevered in spite of all the little challenges. Technology had you at a point in time,
Yeah.
and here you are today on social media in a big way, and it can only go from strength to strength. So may I just offer that congratulations to both of you on an excellent job so far.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shama. Well
Thank
said.
you.
All
Yeah.
right, so we're talking about men and women in relationships and how we want to, what we want to do to
We
them
want
men again.
we want to get them to open up emotionally and talk about their feelings.
Well, it's interesting that you would get to the emotional aspects of that situation opening up. Men are usually very closed or introverted, if I may use that word,
Hmm.
in the ability to communicate and so on. They stifle most of their things, and you'll find that they have a tendency to speak with their best buddy on certain issues before even communicating it with their significant other.
Hmm.
And that has a lot to do with their upbringing, how we bring up our boys, and the things we say to them about they have to be strong and they have to not show emotions, and so they end up stifling a lot as they grow older. And when they get into a relationship, it becomes even more difficult for them to communicate. And it's all about communicating
Mm.
with each other. And you ask the question, how do you get them to open up? Well, that is a Herculean task
Hmm. Hmm.
to
Not an
get,
easy task.
no, it's not, to get a man to open up, to express his emotions, tell you how he feels, what he likes, what he doesn't like. And often you find that lack of communication or that lack of openness leads to a lot of struggles in a relationship. And in a lot of instances, the relationship crumbles.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
When you look at, so a lot of times when you listen to situations with divorce, outside of he cheated, there was no sort of communication existing between the two persons. And in a lot of instances, the woman will be crying for that openness, and the guy is just shutting down further and further. The more the woman pressures for that communication to take place, it seems as though the male will always shut down even further. So how do you come over that sort of challenge in a relationship? How do you, as you say, get that individual to open up? What can you do? And it goes back, my friend, to the start of the relationship. Yeah?
Mm.
Understanding the individual, understanding the mindset of the individual, what they like as well as what they don't like, even at that initial stage. Because that's how you find out who that person is. It's about knowing who the person is and knowing how to reach them to get them to open up and communicate to you. If you don't know them, if you don't understand, according to these folks, the nature of the beast,
Mm.
you'll never be able to touch the buttons on that beast to get it to interact with you. So getting to know the individual and understanding that person to the extent that you know when to and when not to is extremely important in having them to open it up to you.
Yeah.
They say that a nagging woman will never get that kind of man to open up because you keep nagging and you keep nagging, and the more you nag, the deeper he buries his emotions. Yeah?
Hmm.
Yeah, that is so true.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, it's a
Yes.
fact.
Hmm.
The
Yeah.
more you nag, the deeper they bury those emotions,
Hmm.
you know? And then they will get out there and say, man, this woman just fretted my, excuse me,
Yes. Hmm.
every day she nagging me. And if this partner say to him, well, oh, what happened in there? Man, I don't know. She wants me to tell her that I have a little financial issue and she find things ain't working right, and I don't want to get into that with her. And, that's a man thing. And a lot of times it's a man thing, eh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the issues there is the nagging female, and a lot of times, yes, she too is very emotional, and her way of expressing herself to this gentleman or man is to nag him. When are you going to? When are you doing? Why didn't you? Da, 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 da. You know, and she sees it as normal. But what is the end result of that nagging?
That's
The
true.
deeper bearing of the emotions of the males.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one issue that one needs to really look at carefully and take it into consideration. Does nagging really solve the issue? And the answer is no. Yeah, the answer is no. Finding other means of reaching out is more important than continuing to nag. You never know. You might be able to set a situation that recreates some sort of romantic engagement with the male, whether it is just at home, light a candle, cook a nice something that you know that he loves,
Mm-hmm.
and sit down and chat. And you don't have to be intentional with it as well. He
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have to know that you are actually doing that to get him to communicate with you.
True. True.
You know, a nice suggestion to go somewhere, maybe for a drive by Granny Tang Lake, with no intention, not expressing any intention. Let's take a drive by the lake now. I haven't been there in a long time. And you may find just the serene nature of the environment will help him to loosen up a little bit. Now,
Mm-hmm.
you have to also expect there's some of them that very hardcore.
Yes. Yes.
They're very hardcore, and no matter what you do or what you ain't do, they're rigid.
Yeah.
But different things that can relate to the individual, you must understand his likes and dislikes. And oftentimes, when you try to uh, deal with the things that he appreciates and the things that he likes, you may find that gradually you'll be able to soften the situation and have him communicating a little more. And a lot of times when this sort of relationship ends up before a psychiatrist or a psychologist, you'll find that the basis to this whole thing is a lack of communication, and not only on the man's point, but also on the woman's point and how she communicates to him as well.
Quite true.
You know,
Quite true.
because if she is hostile and if she is aggressive and nagging and oh, you don't help me with the children, da 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 da, and he just chooks and goes back into the room and gets on his game or the TV or whatever the case may be, and that is never the solution. So sometimes women have to go beyond the ordinary to the extraordinary to
Mm-hmm.
appease to the male for the sake of communicating. At the same point in time, it's all well and good to speak about the woman and the strategies she may have to implement
Mm-hmm.
to get this man to communicate. But he also has a responsibility. He has a responsibility in that relationship to be able to have a harmonious situation, and the responsibility to express himself to that individual. Because it's a responsibility. You cannot be as a man in a relationship. I know we talk about upbringing, and that's how we literally mentally fashion our male.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But at the same point in time, as a man, you have to come to terms with the reality that you're in a relationship with someone, and communicating to that individual is key. Letting that individual know how you feel, what you like, what you don't like is key. How else will it work? It's not a one-way street, man. It's a two-way street.
Tell
Yeah.
them,
You
Michael.
know the
Tell
song,
them.
I got love on a one-way, whatever street, and lost it on a lonely highway?
Oh, we're singing country and
Yeah,
western now.
That's where you're going, you know?
Ah, yes.
So the man also has to understand his role in that relationship. Why are you in that relationship? To make the individual suffer? to isolate that individual, to push them away. No. So you too have a responsibility. And we have to get to the stage where we have to ensure that the men that we raise in our society, we don't raise them to be bullies. We don't raise them to be dictators. And I'm talking about in a relationship because it happens.
Yeah.
We don't raise them to be I am the boss and what I say goes kind
Right.
of thing.
Yeah.
It's a two-way street. And the responsibility is also on the male to communicate with the female in the relationship, to have a harmonious relationship. If you can't do that, you need to get out.
Amen. I got you,
Yes,
sister. I got you.
you need to get out because why are you there? To make the person suffer? Of course not. You yourself want peace and harmony and a loving situation. And likewise, that is what the woman expects as well. I was listening to something the other day, and this girl, this woman, they got engaged, and 2 months before the wedding, the guy, as they say, got cold feet and tell her he needs time. And she just canceled off the whole
The whole wedding.
proposal, engagement, whatever. And the advice was, you know what you want as a woman. You want married, you want home, you want children, etc., etc. And here is this guy saying to himself, I have to provide what she needs because that's how society says it. I'm the head of the house, I'm the provider. And what she is asking for at this stage in life, I'm not in a position to give her. My job is no big deal. I don't make no big set of money. I can't afford to buy a house. I can't afford to pay a decent rent to keep this family, to mind children. So he needs time to be able to put himself or have himself in that position where he can provide all these things for the female. Yeah? So he gets cold feet, knowing fully well he can't. And she now, wanting these things, decide, well, if you can't, bye bye.
So that's
No,
that's where the lack of
no,
communication came because they didn't
exactly.
communicate about that.
Right. The point here, if they were communicating properly, they will never find themselves in a situation where he has to
Exactly.
feel that way. He
Exactly.
can't provide what this woman is asking for. So he wants out. He's in fear now. But if they had sat down and communicated with each other and he was open to say, listen, I love you. I want to marry you someday. But give me some time to catch myself, to get a better job, and open up, they would not have found themselves in a position where he has to take that escape route in spite of the fact that he loved the woman.
Yeah. Yeah. It happens
So
a
you
lot.
see,
Yeah.
it's so important for men in society, all men, to understand if they're in a relationship, they need to open up. They have that responsibility is also theirs. Yes, the women can help. Yes, the woman can encourage. Yes, the woman can strategize to get them to open up. But they too have a responsibility to open up to that person that they involve with in a relationship.
Thank you so
That's
very
just my
much.
take.
Thank you. Your case is well rested. You couldn't have said it any better.
Yes,
But
not
thank
at
you
all.
so
I'm not
much.
a relationship expert,
We
don't get
didn't
me
say
wrong.
that. We didn't say that at all. We
Oh
didn't say
no,
that. But
common sense was made
Before the
for
book.
everyone to have. That's right,
yes,
my
yes.
friend.
Thank you so very
That,
much.
that a man that used to live on Tyrrell Street, well, Robert Blaze Street as it called. His name was Red Ant. He used to say common sense is the most uncommon thing in the world.
Yes, I always say everyone has sense, but common sense is not common. And I
You
believe that fully.
understand?
Yes, yes. Yes.
Anyway,
Yeah.
guys, let me not keep you all back
Thank
on
you.
your
So get
journey.
back to your job as a
And
warden officer.
Shoma, I must applaud you. You did very well handling that situation. That
You
we're
talking
talking
to
about
you
that.
talking about
yeah,
Shoma, you know.
Yeah, Shoma.
All right. Just so you know. Just so you
Yeah,
know.
Shoma.
I've been
You did well.
around a long time.
I know that.
All
Yeah,
Yeah.
right,
thank you so
guys.
very much.
Be
Yeah.
good.
We
Keep it
really do
up.
appreciate
And
it.
all the best for 2026.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Yeah?
Shoma. And
Thank you.
we do
Uh,
wish you the very same.
Thank you
Yeah.
very
All
much.
right.
Okay.
Have a wonderful one.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Nice.
Bye bye. Yes. Let me say good morning to Keith Lalsin. He was saying that he couldn't get a link, but now he's on. Thank you so much for checking in. And Fithlin Halley Douglas has checked in also. Um,
Quite
and
a lot been said there from
yes,
Shama, man.
and what I'm saying
Just
to the people that are listening, for us to make any improvement or to you got to like what we are saying. You got to like us on Take Five. Put that, give us a like sign and share it, please, because this is the only way. And we are doing this, as we always say, not for the sake of just doing it. We're doing it so that we can really help someone. Because I know for myself doing the research when I have to do this, I learned so much about myself just that I made a you can reach 360, but it had 348. Coming to the 360 or the 180. I made a whole lot of changes in my life because I'm doing this program that we are doing here. When you do the research and you see the things that you used to do, and you say, but this is not helping you in any way. So do I keep be I a stalemate or make progress to make things better in your life?
one thing I admit to myself. Since after we started this mental health program, my attitude towards mentally challenged people it has been quite different. Quite different. I can tell you that.
Yes, I mean, like we always say, and people always put mental health and mental illness together. It is two different things totally. But here's the big but: mental health can lead to mental illness if it is not checked early. If you do not get the help that you need, if you're going through so, and the funny thing is this: mental health is not a badge or how you call that thing, a monogram or something that you carry on you that everybody can see it. It is not. If you might notice certain things about me just because you know me well now. That if you see I'm going off, you'll say, no, something is not right with Claire. And you may start to question me as to what is wrong with me. And you know what, I'm going to just tell you straight up. I tell you, I'm not cussing your hands down, I'm telling you still.
But you see, not but I always find you going off.
You could say whatever you want.
I, anyway, you just back, get back in line kind of quick before you go for the again. But ever so often you go off.
Bring me right up, bring me down. If I'm going off that much. So yes, you might see me going off as you say, but I get back in line because I didn't go for so long. But unless somebody didn't tell you that is what is going on, because I could be walking around just smiling and looking as happy as a clam, and so much turmoil is taking place inside of me. And this is where mental health is dangerous for each and every one of us. Because as I said, asking for help is courage, not weakness. Don't make it look as though you are weak if you're asking for help. That, oh, I don't know what this person is going to say. And who cares what they say when you're looking for help to make yourself a better person?
Yes, tell them.
You don't have to care what anybody else feels or says, because you know what? At the end of the day, when you end up in the pink house and they give you the needle and you come out walking like a wheelbarrow, this could have been avoided. If you had only say something or ask for help somewhere, somebody was going to help you. So do not let it be a weakness to say, well, okay, Claire is asking for help, and you see Claire and Claire thing, and you think Claire was it, and she's asking for help. I'm not afraid to ask for help. As Tina Turner say, you're not too poor to beg. So don't be afraid to ask for help if you feel that you're going through something that you cannot handle by yourself. And I'm not saying, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you should go about telling everybody that what is wrong with you. You must find some few people, some positive people in your life that is going to sit, listen, and I mean listen to what you have to say and give you the help and the support that you need or guide you in the direction where you can get it.
Certainly, my friend.
Are we friends? You just want to tell me I'm off a whole lot.
Excuse
Good
me.
morning to Mackenzie. Why too? Thank you very much and hope all is well with you and thank you for checking in. So, just as we say, as Shama rightly said, that it is a Herculean task to get you and others to talk about your feelings and what it is. And as 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 I'm talking to my sisters today. But it's not only stopping there, because if I am reaching out to you, Jester, and you're not reciprocating in any way or form, even when I'm coming to you in a positive way, and you decide to hold it, you're gonna forever hold your peace on that.
Yeah, but the thing is, right, is knowing of the person, and you have to find strategic ways of trying to get somebody to open up, really and truly. And there is no manual towards that, well, in
That you go for,
reference to a
yeah.
man as to how you get him to open up. You understand? Um, so, for example, you might come up trying to get a man on a spot at one point in time to you realize, well, no, he's kind of furious. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone for a while. And maybe it's a case where, let's say, he loves football, going to look at football, and you usually stay home when he goes. Sometimes you'll say, what? Let me just go and look at the game with you this afternoon. And maybe after the game, you sit in the park, and sometimes you come back up with it in a nice way. We were talking about that the other day. And then that might just be a good opportune time. You get him to open up. So as your Shoma quite rightly say, you have to look for strategic way of trying to get a man to open up. And all in the sport, the moment when something happened, you realize it didn't work, and you keep nagging. Once you keep nagging a man, forget that.
I don't know about that part.
Forget
I
that.
don't know how
I
to
tell you.
nag people.
Because even the Bible talk about nagging. It
Yeah.
stated that a nagging woman is like a leaking roof.
Aye.
So,
Ay, ay, ay.
so just I'm telling you, the nagging part, you don't
Yeah.
get in no positive results
And
on it.
I have to.
Forget that.
This
Change
is
that.
some. Yeah, this is something that we can talk about now. And there are a lot of us, Jester. A lot of us. I'm not included because I don't nag, because I am so in my zone thing. But my thing is, if you want something done, as Jester says, and you ask to do it once, twice, three times, and it's not being done, you have the choice to get up and do it yourself, get somebody else to do it, or just leave it alone until the person is ready. And I know for myself that if I ask for something done and it's not getting done, I get all antsy and I want to just get it done because I want to get it done. Doing this program here today and all the programs that we did before has helped me to know that I need to be patient, because when you're not patient, you get to you just
Is that person calling for the program?
I don't know.
Well, ask them to
Let
call.
me see.
You got it up.
Hey, if you're calling, you want to come on the program? Yes. We're talking about men today and how we women talk to men and how they would nagging and so call and give me your 2 cents, please. The number is 404-1189. I would love to hear from you. Take five. So call 404-1189. 189. Yes. Thank you. That is my boyfriend from yesterday.
Yeah.
The angular boyfriend.
What are you saying?
That's my boyfriend.
This crazy guy. Claire, I'm telling you, sometimes you meet people for the very first time, and you know, this guy, and within that short space of time, you're getting to come across him.
Yeah.
Because I've always been hearing about him, but I've never met him before.
But did you see when he met me the way he hugged me and I told you that's my boyfriend?
He's crazy, man.
I know, crazy is crazy then.
Yeah.
So yes. So the nagging thing, and you cannot keep nagging and nagging and nagging, because as you say, when you nag someone, if they had anything to say to you before, you're not going to hear it anymore. And as Shoma said, use strategies to get them. So here when they said some action steps are, reflect on that him as a person. What about his upbringing and personality might be stopping him from opening up? And Shoma touched on that also. That you if you if you just say things to him and you don't have temper it down the way he was brought up, he could look at it in a bad way too and say, well, this is not how I was brought up. And what is she coming and tell me now? Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good morning.
Not, not bad. How are you? How are you?
We good, we good. So I'm here, and there's Jester that you met yesterday, the one that you gave the lift. So we're talking today about women and how to get men to open up emotionally and tell us about their feeling. And we have come to the consensus already that depends on how you grew up, the way a woman talk to you, it can change the way you feel and how you talk to them. Give me your 2 cents on it.
You want me to say tonight?
Oh no, the 4 cents.
So,
Talk.
let me put it this way. How do a woman get you to open up emotionally?
How do a woman
Get you to open up emotionally.
You.
You. If that
me?
question is posed to you, as it's been posed now.
Well, it's very easy to get for ladies because number one, I love ladies. I respect my mother, and I feel that women are the mother out, and I give them all the respect. So it's not a problem. I grew up with like 5 sisters, whereas I was the only boy, so I had to listen to each and every one of them.
Mm,
You know, and as far I'm like most men feel threatened with women, and I figure because of education.
okay.
If you go into the general public now and you check it out, there is more educated women than men.
Mm-hmm.
And if you start from that point, because most men lack education, they they feel threatened whenever a woman asks them something or they're challenged by a woman,
Okay.
you know.
Right.
And whereas that shouldn't be at all, you know. So I look at all women as my equals.
So let me ask you
Partner.
something. If you're in a relationship, say you
Uh-huh.
and I are in a relationship, and
Which I love.
I don't want you to love it. Say you and I are in a relationship, and there are things that I need to know about you. Based on
Uh-huh.
how you grew up and the questions I asked you, are you willing to open up and tell me that this is what it is, how you feel, the way I speak to you, and what you want from me and stuff like that? Would you be open enough to tell me that, or you're just going to stand there and stare at me and ask me, why is she asking me that? I don't want to answer that question.
No, 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 no. I'll be more than happy to open up to her because I feel that would help the relationship.
Bingo. See, you see?
Then you will know my dark side,
Uh-huh.
and you'll know how to treat me, or why I'm doing what I'm doing, and stuff like that. I feel the relationship will be much easier.
I agree with you. So that was your 2 cents. Call back just now, give me the other 6 cents. After when I reach another point, that's my day. So listen up, okay?
Oh my gosh.
This is my boyfriend. I could tell you anything.
Yes. Is he still there? Or has
He's
he
still
has gone?
there. I think you're there, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, go to your YouTube channel if you have your phone and go to Take Five with CJ. And I'm going to send you the link and you can follow so you can call back when there's another point that we make that you want to talk to us on.
But anyhow, in the meantime, thank you so very much for your contribution.
Yes.
The pleasure is all mine.
All
Yeah. All right.
right. Take
Yeah,
care
man.
now. Bye bye.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Have a great day.
You too.
Yeah, you as well. Yes,
Yes.
Claire. So
So you see, we have it. That's a man that we need to
yeah,
make his
and we must
relationship
applaud him
work.
because
Yes.
not a lot of men are shy from calling and opening up to this self to these sort of programs. Yeah, so
Yes.
we must.
But no, but
Yeah,
then you see, like we're trying to say here, that if you want your relationship to work, you got to open up somewhere because it's not me alone in that relationship. It's both of us. And if you cannot come and open up, and let me say this. I know a lot of us sisters here, we are short tempered. We say things when we get upset because I think nothing beats when you're in a relationship and you tell yourself that you want the relationship to work and you've tried everything you can on the planet Earth, which is positive, and it's still not getting anywhere. Tell me, how do you think we feel, really and truly? Really and truly, how do we feel when this happens? Mr. Lalsin, I need you to call. It's 4041189. I need men to call today to tell us how they feel. Just to call me too and tell me how you feel.
I have to call you.
Yes?
But Claire, I think what has been happening here in we speaking, I believe we're looking at when a conflict erupts in the relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe when a conflict comes up, and let's say for example, like maybe information reaching you that as you like to put it, I like to use your term, your significant other,
Uh-huh.
you know, you must have been seen with someone else
Right.
somewhere, and it could just be just a mere accusation. So
Right.
that is something that tend to bother you, and now you're trying to get your significant other to open up on that subject matter. So you now have to find a way of getting him to open up, and I think is that is what we can be looked at here. How do you get him to open up? Because you have to be careful as to how you approach him, and especially I can tell you something. If there is nothing of that sort happening of what the accusation is being made of about him, and that other person there that's in it, I'm telling you, men does be really furious at that. So then now you have to careful as to how you want to take up that issue with that man.
Here's a question. I'm playing devil advocate now. You talk about you meet your significant other with someone else, and maybe there is nothing going on there, and maybe there is something going on. If I ask you the question, is there anything going on between you and Claire Jester? Why would I feel that you're not telling me the truth when you know to yourself that something is going on and you're lying to me? How do I react to that? I will need you to answer that question for me.
Well, that different thing.
No, it's not. It's
What
not.
I'm saying is that
I heard what you're saying loud and clear.
yeah, well,
Pun intended.
if it's happening,
Yes.
it's a different thing as opposed if it's not happening.
Okay, but if it's happening and I question you, would you tell me the truth?
Why not?
You will.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are a better man than I thought. You're a better man.
Hey, what?
But you see, there are those that even though what we are asking is happening, and they deny it right down to the grave,
Yeah.
and
Well,
you know to yourself
some
that
might
this
do that.
is.
Some might do that again.
So then this is why sometimes we as women get all upset and react the way we do when we are not getting the truth when we know it's the truth. We know what the truth is.
And sometimes why a man might react so because
Uh-huh.
he knows probably if he
I'm listening.
tells the truth,
Uh-huh.
sometimes things will just get knowing how that if he knows it, how
I
you
find
would
you're
react.
stuttering.
No, I don't
Straight up, go
stutter. I'm
ahead.
not telling you the truth. If he knows how you would react, he will try to avoid that.
Have you all ever thought that if someone you ask the truth, ask the question and you get the truth, the individual might be more liable to stick with you in the relationship than if you tell a lie?
That's true too. That is also true.
And this is
I agree.
no, because when you tell a
But
lie, you're not feeling secure. You cannot trust that person. You can nothing.
one thing I firmly believe if you tell the truth about it, it's better closure on the issue.
Yes, when we were growing up as kids, and the between you, tell me the truth. I prefer know the truth than you lie to me and I don't know what's going on. And it's the truth, and it's the truth, and it's the truth. So when we grow up and we are expecting the truth, and all you're hearing is lie upon lie, lie to cover lie, lie yesterday, lie today, lie tomorrow, and is more lies. So you cannot blame a lot of us as women for reacting the way that we are reacting because you're not being honest with you. And when you know that you're wrong, you're holding it inside worse than you making it feel as though, well, I am the crazy one.
But
I'm the bad one.
here what usually happens again
Tell
sometimes.
me.
So something had happened, okay, you tell the truth, and then there may be some other little conflict that come up with you and your partner again, and you start cursing, you start taking that and throwing in man's face, look, start talking about thing from 19 when, bring it up. So
That is not
men,
right.
I'm telling you, these things and them do happen.
Yes, well, I know.
So you will find out that a man would not want to open up and tell you the truth and thing because he knows that type of reaction from you.
But do you ask yourself that question? If I had been honest in the beginning and did not have another person in my life, that this wasn't going to happen in the relationship?
Go slow with that thing. I don't want to miss you.
Don't miss me sitting right
go
here.
Go very slow.
I said, do you think, you said if you come and you tell the truth,
yeah,
and things happen, you tell them the truth, and then things happen, and then they come and throw it back in your face. I'm asking the question, do you think that if you did not have that other person in the relationship with me, together with me, you wouldn't have to tell me the truth about anything because we were truth together?
Well, yeah, clear. That's obvious. I think that's an obvious answer.
Really?
I mean, obviously. Yes.
I'm just trying to make it out there. Because you see the thing about it. Most men, they always make us as women the bad ones in the relationship. Most men. Because they cannot stand when we question the things that they do or the things that we see. And yes, we have to go around the questions in a nice way to get the answers that we already know.
But you know, well, what do you already know?
Intuition. Always is always right. But let's leave that
alone. No, but if it's what you know, well, no, I don't think it's something to live alone. If it's something that you know and you're just trying to get the man to confirm yes.
Well, yes.
Just to come out and say yes.
Yes. I know it's in my heart. But that doesn't
mean
might be hard. Yes, I know it's in my heart, but you did not tell me the truth. If it's a situation where you have no proof or evidence of a situation, you definitely have to be careful as to how you take up an issue with a man, because I'm telling you, that could cause that relationship to go haywire and things to just go all over the place.
Serious.
Yes, but then this is where the apology comes in.
No, because the woman will just come and take up that issue in a very presumptuous way, you know? Okay. Without even asking, they'll just come and put it to you. That is that, and that is the situation, without even trying to question you and find out why.
That's why it is saying that we should not judge. We should not judge any situation in a relationship or in a platonic or whatever it is. We should not judge because we can presume things. We can assume things. We can have opinion of things, but you cannot judge just like that because you have not the true answer of what it is that you're asking. So it says here, depending on your relationship, you could even ask him the question. Don't force it. Just explore that within him is an open-ended manner. More on this below. Take this as an opportunity to develop and apply empathy. Consider his point of view, as this will allow you to approach him more understanding. So if I ask something, I have to wait for you to give me the answer. I can't just ask you and tell you the answer at the same time.
And you know you're someone good at that,
Well,
it's true, Claire.
Well, yes, I know. Yes,
there are you taking long to
I'm making my brain walk around it. Okay. Yes, there are a lot of us that.
Oh my God! To get a yes out of you genuinely something as you
No, this is a genuine yes. Yeah. Yes, I'm saying yes. A lot of us are like that. Maybe I was like that at one time too. But like I said, when you grow, you not only grow in body.
Getting rid of weaknesses.
Yes. When you grow, when you mature, you get to know and look at things differently than when you were like a few years ago. Like even a year ago, I could have been a bandit. Right now, I'm a good kind of girl. You understand? I take things and I dissect and I do all kind of things and I put myself in a position. If it was you, what would you have done in that situation that you're talking about now? So you got to question things and you got to come to the knowledge that not everything you see in front of you is black and white. The devil is in the details, in the gray area.
But my general advice for women, is to have a calm approach as to when you're dealing with certain situation of conflict in your relationship.
Okay.
Don't go, like, you might hear something
and
at the same time. It might be best that you have a sleep and a wake on it.
24 hours.
Yeah. Approach the situation in a very calm way.
So let me ask you a question.
There will be better harmony in ironing out the problem
Okay.
than you would just come with your hair thing and then you just come and you start to cuss and quarrel and thing and feel nah.
Okay. So
No way.
let me ask you a question. I'm playing devil advocate again. Now you and I have a relationship, and
No,
people.
stop that.
But I've just explained it. People, nothing. I live platonic. Platonic.
Ah!
You and I in a
Oh
relationship,
gosh, yeah.
and I'm hearing now. I'm seeing things that makes me wonder. Is that just good friends, or is there more to it? And then with all my thing, I get to know that you and that person. I see. So if I'm walking and I see you and my double walk in a relationship, do I become patient, collective, or just knock you out right when I see you? Tell me.
Well, I could knock. What's wrong with you?
Because
Let me tell you something.
because
One thing I know.
at that time I become mentally disabled.
No, 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 no. Let me no. Forget
Asking
that. Why you what? If you have that, if that
if
that
I
is the
have
approach you're
proof.
going to take,
If I have proof.
forget that. The relationship ending
Well,
right
yeah,
there.
well, yeah, willing to end it because
Yeah,
it wasn't there
because
to begin with.
Because let me tell you something.
It was not there
The
to
one
begin
thing that
with.
I know about men again,
Uh-huh.
they prefer you chop them behind doors than to embarrass them in public.
So the embarrassment is not mine.
No, well, if you come on, if
I'm asking a question. We're trying to solve.
well, you
serious
create
matter.
more, you create more embarrassment for yourself than in public once you take that kind of approach in such a way. No, that approach is wrong.
What is Justin's last name? Is it
I'm,
Tutman?
I'm not. He probably could be. I'm not sure
Okay.
familiar with it.
Justin says telling a woman to just calm down always works well. Just calm down. Justin, have you met all women?
But
But he may have a point. Calm down.
yeah, but Claire, that's
Calm
when you
down.
will get results. That's when you will get the desired result you're looking for. You won't get it fighting fire with fire. Don't walk that way.
Well, when you fight fire, you find the extinguisher and you just spray it out.
And you went on
I
the
did check mine
videos yesterday.
So I know it ain't good at working for me. So I just say pass, pull the pin, aim and squeeze and just fire everybody. Justin said that's a joke. Justin, can you please call 404-1189? We'd love to hear from you. So the number is 404-1189. Your buddy Jester here wants to hear from you, and I want to hear from you. So please call us.
Oh,
The phone
gosh.
number, I give you again, 404-1189. You see the reactions that we're getting today. It's a hot topic.
I know that.
Because,
I'm telling you, ladies have to have a camera. And even for men too,
well,
It
yes,
goes both ways.
of course.
I'm not saying it's just on the ladies' side, right? From on the men's side as well.
So those of you
know?
who are listening, tell them Take 5 as a hot topic this morning. Please share it, like it, and share it as much as you possibly can. The link is where you're looking at. Just share it with someone that you know. I don't know what it is. Justin said that's a joke. Justin, please call 404-1189. It's not rocket science. You just tell us how you feel. We'll dissect and you will tell us, we'll deal with it. So here in the next instance, it says, just so we got to build trust. Every man I spoke to said that trust is the key ingredient to get a man to open up. And we're losing men name now. Ben, for example, you have to be a good friend, someone I can trust. But if I sense you're cool and won't run your mouth, I'm more likely to open up even when I don't know you that well. So if Justin discovered that I'm trustworthy, whether he knows me or not that well, but something is telling him that I can tell Claire anything. She won't go running a mud like the Jordan River. He might open up to me. Right?
Yeah.
And the same goes to other men that they have a friend and they tell that friend certain things about their life and they know that it's safe. You don't have to worry about it. Now, if you come and you tell me something I don't like you, I say, what? I say, okay. And I tell everybody. But I happen to like you if you want to have a conversation just as dead when we finish with it here.
But what I realize, for people that involved in relationship again and like certain issues come up, certain what possibly create conflict within the relationship. Now that part now whom I tend to be mostly affected, they go to a good friend and bring it up
Mm-hmm.
to that friend, maybe to get their feedback,
And sometimes
to
the
get
feedback
some
is not
form
the
of
right one.
advice. That's the next thing. Sometimes that advice they get, right? Because
Get
most
into
of the
more
cases they will
trouble.
bring it up to a confidant,
Mm-hmm.
right? And they probably feel that advice that has been given to
Mm-hmm.
them, they might just want to run away with it.
Right.
And in some instances, it may not be the best. Maybe at times it might be good to him.
Mm-hmm.
It goes both ways.
Yes, yes.
So that I'm just making a point that what usually happens sometimes.
And especially if the person that you talk about it to do not have a great relationship themselves.
That's the next
They
thing.
will tell you, boy, just go about your business.
Yeah.
Just give the woman one smack and go about your business.
Yeah, that is a very serious point to make in there. Because let's say, for example,
Well, this time I ain't mad.
that because let's say, for example, that person that it's been brought up to, they would have had the sour grapes in the relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
And feel you see me watch. I don't have nothing to do with you, man. I'm on this kind of level again. So the man go to him and say, oh, look what happened. Yeah. And as you rightly say, what kind of position you think he will take?
Let me tell you, I love the men in my life on this today. Kid says, telling someone to calm down is not a good approach. You have to calm down with the hope your example will be followed. Right? So I hot, you hot. Two of us hot. And you telling me, Claire, just calm down. When you yourself is not calming down. He's
Grateful girl when he coming frightening.
Good morning, my dear friend.
Good morning, Claire. Good morning, Jester.
Oh, sir. Good morning to you, man.
Good morning. Good morning. How's the first Tuesday of the new year
The
going?
first Tuesday is hotter than
I
July.
find it's very hot,
It's hot.
It's very hot.
Yes.
It's hot in Tech 5 land today.
It's hot in here.
Well, turn on the fan.
We have fan and we have AC, but we're still hot.
All right.
Yes.
Interesting topic this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a chance to read all the preview you sent me, but I can only speak for myself and my good friend Jester. I think he has a fair good idea of what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, getting men to open up to speak about things is a whole big bunch of trusts have to be there.
Okay.
Yeah, Jester, am I right? Or
Yeah,
wrong?
you're certainly right. You're certainly right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whole big bunch of trusts have to be there. Speaking for myself and a lot of other men that we've been traumatized by trying to speak to women about how we feel.
Okay.
And I'm saying that with no apologies.
Mm-hmm.
We have been traumatized because once we try and we open up and we say what's actually bothering us and how it makes us feel, all kinds of things start coming down. Oh, you're a soft man, you're this, you're that, the other. What's wrong with you? You can't handle your stuff, whatever. Is it about me sharing my emotions or how I feel makes me a soft man?
Nothing.
You understand? What about that makes me a soft man? If you are my other, as my friend says, and I come to you and I start speaking to you about something that, I'm challenged with, either emotionally, physically, or intellectually, why you have to look at me as if I'm soft or have a problem? I'm talking to you just because I'm trying to get your input. If I did not care about you, I would not ask you nothing.
Right.
You see, this is a fundamental problem right there. If I don't have the faith or the trust in you, I would not ask you anything. And you say, oh, I'm distant, I'm this and that. You haven't given me that safe space for me to do that. This is critical in a relationship. I must feel safe to come to you and speak to you about whatever is troubling me. Even if I'm just thinking about it, I'm contemplating it, I'm looking at it. But, and if it doesn't take more than once, just once you have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You shut me down, or you look at me in a certain way, or you talk to me about it in a certain way. You would not get me to open back up to you again. You're closed out, you're locked out, and that's where you're going to be. You're in the doghouse, and that's it. There's no key, there's no escape route, there's no tunnel, there's no balloon to float you out.
Then
in that
Chateau
box, and the
Bow and
lock,
that's it.
the key is dropped in the Mariana Trench. You will never reach it. That's it. It's gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's most men, right? Now that puts the man now in a very peculiar space. How do you now get out of that box that you've now created? Because your man created that box and he locked you out. How do I now for myself escape that box? You see the paradox? It's not just one, it's two of you in the box. You not getting me to open again, and me again. I've locked myself in that box and I have no escape valve. So you see a lot of men walking around today as a powder keg and they're looking for the spark. Yeah? They're looking for that spark. You come along and say, well, what's wrong with you? And you get it. Full barrels. Both of them, not just one, both of them full. And you say, well, that man really something else, boy. Wait, what going on with it? But you don't know all the trauma behind there that he's been carrying along, and he don't have the relief valve to relieve that. So that's where the safe place comes in, where I find a lot of men have not created for themselves, or they have tried and been burned so badly so many times that they give up. And that box is sealed so tight, like and I said, it's a pressure keg waiting for that part for that spark to appear. And once it does,
It blows.
woe be unto you.
Yeah.
Woe be unto you. And now, this is why I'm saying, men, you need to find some way to relieve that pressure. I mean, uh, I say try again. Yeah? Try again because you don't know. You might buck up on the right person who's willing to listen, not being judgmental, and not going to run them out like no I suffer.
The Jordan
If you
River.
understand.
The Jordan River.
I don't know nothing about Jordan River. I've never seen it. I've heard about it. I've never seen it. But I see
Oh!
Noah Supply bus all over the place. That's what I know. Yeah, I see Noah Supply bus all over the place. Water spraying all over the place, and your business all over the place. So you, so you understand. So that's why I'm saying most men don't have friends where they can go and speak about these things. They have friends who meet up in a rum shop and they'll drink two beers and they talk, all kinds of talk, but never about what's happening with them, how they feeling, how they dealing with the stresses of the life of the day. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And this needs to be ventilated. This needs to be relieved. There must be a space for that to happen. And for that to happen, some men don't trust men either, eh?
That's the thing.
Oh, they more
Yeah.
bad than women on a lot of men.
For
Yeah.
real.
Yeah. And my mother says this to me all the time. She says, people don't like people, and you're not going to like the next side. The next side, she say, women don't like women. And I can say the same thing about men.
True. Well, yeah, a lot of women don't like women that looking better than them or feeling better than them. End of
doesn't
story.
matter. It's just
It
a
matters to
thing.
me. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. So with that now, Jester, this is why I'm saying, like you said, you guys were below the mango tree or wherever you guys meet up and talk. Jester, I'm asking the question: do men actually open up about what's troubling them under that mango tree, or they just go with the old talk?
Oh, no. Men usually go with old talk. Men
Exactly my
usually go with
point.
old talk.
Go with the old talk.
Yeah.
But deep inside, there's something there that's troubling them, and they're trying to figure it out. And you're walking around with that every day, and the man sitting right next to you is going through the same ish too,
And
Yeah.
worse, and
Yeah.
worse.
or worse. Yeah. And last thing I'm going to share, the holiday there, the New Year's Day, my wife and I went for dinner, and then we had dinner, and then we went to get something else, and she likes the white sangria that they make at Umbrella. So we went there and we got two, right? Because one is not going to meet the demand, so it has to be two. So we ended up in the park, at Tamahan Park, and there were a gentleman selling and a young man there with his children that looked like they were maybe early teenagers going down, right? So maybe 13, 10, 8, somewhere around there. and he was talking to the children, and they happened to know the young man, and another young man was standing further back, but he was listening to the conversation of the young father speaking to the older man who was selling the snow cones, and they were having a conversation. He said, "Well, I really like to see what you're doing with your boys. They're respectful. The way they move, the way they talk. They're not shy, but yet at the same time, they move like young people would have some respect." And his words brought up C about
Mm-hmm.
them. So the next young man standing there waiting his turn. So the conversation kind of waned from there. But I'm a salesman. I'm a Mako. I listen.
Okay, let's go.
So I listening to the conversation go back and forth. And then the second young man said to them, he says, "Wow, I thought I was the only one." And I've seen my ears pick up and I said, "Let me hear what they're coming back with." She said, "You're the only one." I said, "I thought I was the only one that trying to instill these type of things in my boys." Because he says, what I see on the other side is like these kids have no respect for nobody. They do whatever they want. They yell out, they scream out, they do whatever they want, however they want. You understand? And he says, "I thought I was the only one." And this is the same thing that's going on in our society. A lot of men is walking around holding these things in there, thinking they are the only one, when there's hundreds, thousands of them going through the same thing. Because, like I said to you, there's no way for you to express that. Can you imagine the next guy I was talking to? Like, "Oh, boy, boy, I like to see how you're handling your son. The man who going to, what are you talking about?" But no, it's a compliment to you to encourage you to continue what you're doing. Giving validation to the efforts that you're putting in, it's validated. It has sense. You're doing something that is beneficial not only to you and your boys, to society as a whole. Now, whether you want to believe or don't believe, is that what we do now has a lasting effect on
Mm-hmm.
everybody we interact with. How you speak
Sure.
to them, what you do, whatever you do. Yeah? And
Mm-hmm.
people will judge you based on that. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's good to be able to open up about your emotions. It is good to let some of that pressure off, because just walking around with it is a killer.
Sure. Sure.
Literally,
Mm-hmm.
literally a killer. So you have to find a way to put it down. Yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
if you can find somebody else who can listen to you, and I'm not saying listen to, well, everything just I say is right. No, say just a no. What you're doing it ain't making sense.
Makes
But
sense. That's
Yeah.
right. That's
yeah,
right.
have that open and honest and that
Conversation.
uncomfortable conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with your friends, with your partner. Say, "Listen, I'm feeling this way. I don't like this." Yeah. And I would say to one more thing before I go. Listen, some women that come and they say with, and they start off with, "You always, you never,
Mm-hmm.
all year."
Mm-hmm.
Once you start doing that to a man, I know he's not physically capable for me to close my ears, but my ears will close. I'm no
Mm-hmm.
longer I'm
You
no
get
longer
deaf.
listening to you.
You get
Yeah.
deaf,
You're
deaf.
not speaking to
Yeah.
me.
Right.
Yeah.
My name is not always, and it's not never, and it's not all you.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
If you're speaking to me, speak to me.
Yes.
Listen, I don't like when you do this. When you do that, this is how I feel about it. When you do that.
Mm-hmm.
You see, when you start speaking in that way, the other person now saying, "Well, wait, 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 wait. I need to let you know how I feel." And then start to receive. So you speaking about how you feel. You're not speaking about all you and them and those and he and she
I
and
know.
all you.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about me,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel this way about the way you talk to me. I feel this way about this thing you're doing. It annoys me. It makes me this, it makes me that. And sometimes the person is totally unaware,
Yeah.
Sure. Sure.
completely unaware that they're doing that, and it's troubling you and it's causing you this grief. And men, you say women observe pain. I think men observe way more pain than women give credit to. Yes, you go through child labor and all of these things, but the pain of going through everyday life, sucking up all these things that you don't have a way to express or to release, trust me, that's a burden you're carrying that you have no idea how heavy that is for a lot of men to be walking around with these things. you know? And like I said to you, financial, emotional, sexual, all the things you can think about, spiritual and all. You understand? That they're walking around with and they have no way of putting it down. They have no way of releasing that valve. And like I said, it's the powder keg just looking for a spark. Yeah. And sometimes it manifests itself in some really ugly ways that we see after the fact. But I think that your show and others in regards to mental health, letting people know that hey, there's other ways you can deal with this thing. There's some way you can find some help, and like I said, but I'm still searching for, maybe I have to do it myself, a group where men, how they have like AA or things like that,
Yeah.
Alcohol
Yeah.
Anonymous. I think we have to have
Men
MAA,
Anonymous.
male anonymous,
Yes.
so we can get together and
Yes.
speak. And I would go as far as to lock up the damn device in a box so nobody can record anything and have
That's
no
true.
voice note going around, and we just talk.
Just knock it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just talk it out. Not just talk it out, vent,
Yes.
get it off your
Yeah.
chest. Yeah,
Yeah.
you,
That's a
you
good
you
thing.
have no idea how much of a relief that could be. Some men will break down emotional and all that stuff because they never have a way of putting it down. Listen, guys, I've taken
Let
up
me tell
enough
no, no.
of
Let
your
me tell
time.
you something, eh? And I'm gonna tell you, as I always tell you, straight as it is. We shoot from the hip. And every time you call on a program that we have here that is serious and needs to get the spark or the injection to get it going, you give it. And you're speaking, and inside of me, I'm melting. I'm almost crying here with what you're saying because you spoke on your behalf, but you spoke on the behalf of a lot of men out there who are you say going through that emotion that you talk about and waiting for some like a spark to just blow like Ruby's is just blowing out of Grenada and blow out the whole of Grenada. Like that thing in Telescope the last time when it blew. And a lot of men are walking around with that kind of pressure. And as I say, mental health is not a badge, it's not a monogram, it's not something that you can see. But a lot of people are walking smiling and inside of them the war is going on. So thank you so very much for always contributing when it's really important that they all can hear what it is that men are going through that is the cause of a lot of us as women with the words, with the language that we use, the lingo that we use, and we have to learn to stop and rethink everything to get our man to stay with us. Thank you so very
You're right.
much.
You're welcome. Like I would
Excellent.
say, it all starts with trust.
Yes.
If he doesn't trust you, trust me, you ain't hearing nothing you want to hear.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Very valuable
Have a great
contribution.
one.
You too.
Yeah,
Take care.
thank you so
All right,
much.
bye bye.
Cheers.
Yeah. Claire, wow.
I'm saying I'm doing that. I'm crying inside,
Yeah.
like so, it's like oh. Let me say good morning to Gloria Francois, who is checking. She says good morning and happy new year to you and to you both and the listeners. And people, please like and please share. We never beg for anything. We're not beggars, but we begging because what we talk about here on Tuesday is for everybody to get a pinch of what it is. You heard the man.
Yeah.
You heard him. You heard Shama this morning. And there are more people that are going to call. I'm still waiting for Justin.
Yeah.
More people are gonna
404
call
1189. Just to
and talk about
reiterate,
it. Yeah.
404 1189.
I told if you're listening, please call. And like we said, Nicholas just exposed
Yeah. But,
everything about men.
but he
Come and
speak
talk
from
about it.
he's very experienced.
Yes,
And,
spoke from experience and he spoke about himself.
dealing with situations.
And that is the thing, Jester. When you are talking about something and you can use your experience, that makes
Yeah.
it hit home even harder. You're not going to pretend and say, oh, this man that I know or this girl that I know,
Yeah.
It makes people know that, hey, you've been through that, so you know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Because you heard him make mention of like when it's the approach again.
Yeah,
Like a
on
woman will
you.
come and like categorize men.
Yeah.
Watch, I tell you, men usually hate.
I know. I'm
Hate
not on
that
you. Don't call me on you. I'm just
Yeah,
speaking
yeah.
to me. I gotten
Yeah,
that.
tell him.
I've gotten that, and I say to you, this mental health program that we are doing here, it has made me into a different beast of a person. Because I think about things, and I said, no, don't go about it that way, Claire. Maybe just take you 24 hours and deal with it. So it is getting out there. It is getting out there, and people are thinking differently about it. I asked Kathleen to call me a few weeks ago. She didn't call me. She's going to funeral. Kathleen, call and tell us what's going on. Justin, I'm still waiting for your call. I know Lorna is going to call at some
Excuse me.
time. So here this Jester. Oh, Jenny Mason has checked in. Good morning to you, Jen. How are you? Hope all is well. And I'm not sure if you're hearing the topic today. And we are putting ourselves as women in the position. So if you have anything at all that you want to just share a little on it with how we deal with things and how we say things, give us a call, 404-1189. These are my lovely people, Jenny and Lorna and Keith. And this is my turn to pass it that is checking in into
They're
the
your
house.
peeps.
Right, my peeps. My peeps. Yes, peeps. So here, action steps to building trust. It says share. Be open and transparent yourself. Share your own feelings and show him that you can be vulnerable around him. So don't be stoic and pretend that you have it all going on, Jester, and he is the one that is the problem. So we have our own problems too. Share vulnerability. Tell him about your weakness and faults. Share a story that shows him it's okay not to be perfect. Alfie said, seeing softness and humility in someone else brings my guard down. If someone else exposes a vulnerability, I find it easier to be more open with them. The other point, it says, take it slow. David said, it's like hunting a deer. Approach him slowly and carefully, but with confidence. So it's not everything we have to rush into when we want to get stuff done.
You remember we mentioned about that?
Yeah, it
Calm.
says,
Calm
don't
way.
just go in and say, hey, tell me about your feelings. That will scare him straight away. He wouldn't start like clamping up now, not a word coming out for him. He says, starts with questions that don't go too deep and then increase the intensity. Be kind and respectful. Men can feel quite vulnerable opening up so much. Men can feel quite vulnerable opening up. So make sure he knows you're on his side and that the questions or conversation are not about winning or finding faults. Because sometimes we start fights or fight start and you want to win. You want to have the last word. It is not about that when you're trying to get to know someone. This is what it's saying here.
Yeah.
He learned that opening up isn't so bad when you are respectful and kind. He learned that opening up means trouble if you're constantly looking for mistakes and go on the attack. So if you're constantly looking out for mistakes of what he makes or what she makes or so, that person is going to go on the attack. Then you might get, as Nicola said, the powder keg is going to blow open and you may not like what you get or what you hear. Give him space and practice patience. Forcing him to talk about something will probably not get you the result you're looking for. You have to build that type of relationship first. And for that, you need to give him space and practice patience. And we spoke about it early this morning. Shaman spoke about patience and space and everything that you have to give them. But they in turn have to reach you halfway also because the relationship is not a one-way thing. Right?
Sure.
So it's showing the benefits of being vulnerable. Oscar says a guy has to see the benefits of opening up to you. So if he's opening it up and you're not showing him your weak side or your vulnerable side, he's going to think, well, this is a one-way thing. Why do I have to open up to her and she's not saying anything to me? He says if you show an interest and engage with what he tells you, he'll come to value those conversations. It will bring him relief, build a deeper bond, and make him feel like he can be himself around you. And that is key, Jester. I don't know how you feel. I'm not a man, so tell me. It says, conversely, if he associates stress and conflict with opening up to you, he won't see the benefit or value of doing so. You don't have to solve all his problems. Just give him the space to talk. Allowing someone to let it out can sometimes be more helpful than getting advice. So, all of this, what he's saying here, you as a person that is wanting him to open up, you have to open up yourself. Be vulnerable together with him. Show him that it is okay to make mistakes, that you yourself that looking for the answer is not perfect yourself. So don't just say, okay, I want to hear what you have to say, what you're going through. Tell me. No. He will clamp up like how do you call that thing again? The clamp, and then that when you have to take things to the pearl, that you have to take things to poke it open to get it. And sometimes you don't. Alistair Togo has just checked in. Good morning to you. He says, Happy New Year to both of you. Blessings for 2026. Thank you so much.
I too.
I know you're a man of integrity and pedigree. I am reaching out
What's
to
in
you.
place, girl?
Call us at 404. For you, it's 1473-404-1189. Give us your 2 cents.
Duncan would have said words like these and many more would make you pass your exams.
Yes. Call us, Aito. We need to hear from a few more men before it's
Oh,
17 minutes
gosh.
to the hour that we are going up to. We need to hear from more men. You heard, I don't know if you heard the gentleman before, but I'm telling you, he has opened up the gateway for each and every man to come out and feel good about themselves and say what it is that they're going through. And I know you have a lovely wife and you have beautiful daughters and you always talk about them. So I know maybe you're not going through the things that most other men are going through, but at least you can still share and tell us what is your happiness. How does Antonia treat you to make you the man that you are, that you all are still living in marital bliss?
It doesn't matter what type of relationship, feet and tongue
Yes, they
usually
do meet,
meets.
but still there's a
Yeah.
foundation though.
Yeah.
The foundation of communication between the two people that makes
That's right.
it
So
a beauty.
everyone would have an experience in
Yes.
the relationship just to talk about something.
And hear
Yeah.
this, Nicholas talk about this in all you and this and
Yeah,
that.
don't like man. No, I'm telling you.
I to call please
Man, hate that.
404-1189. It says be mindful of your verbal and body language. You know our body can tell you all things that are not right on our end, eh?
Yeah.
So, Chance
Had-
the Game just sent a message. It says, if the person is incurred, the truth or a line, no matter. So, it's all about truth. Don't lie. That's what Chance is. See, Chance is my boyfriend too. See, my boyfriend going thank you, Chance the Game. Yes. So it says the way you approach him will have an impact on the outcome of a conversation. So be mindful of your verbal and body language. Let's say you want to know how your boyfriend feels about your relationship. In one scenario, you enter the room while he's working on his laptop. Tap him on the shoulder and ask him with crossed arms on the front, do you even love me? You're so cold towards me all the time. Would that do to you, Jester?
Yeah, that will certainly throw you off.
Okay.
Totally.
So that's
not the type of approach you need.
right.
Especially based on what you've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if he love you, the love go out the window flying. Froops, gone. Like a 747 jet. Out you gone. Then it says in a different scenario, you wait until you sat down together and you both have free time. Your body language is open and you say, I wanted to speak to you about something that's been on my mind, if that's okay. I've been feeling a bit unsettled about our relationship recently because we seem to be quite distant. How do you feel about that? Which scenario do you think would make it more likely for him to open and be honest with you? Is it the first or the second?
The second
Of course, because you temper your thing about, do you even love me? You're so cold and distant to me all the time. So when you come with that nice soft thing, you kind of disarm him. You make him feel, well, no, she really wants to talk. And this is when he might be opening up to you about the things that is bothering you. It says, before you start a conversation, take a deep breath. And remember what your aim is, to find a solution to improve the situation. The way you approach him will influence how the conversation goes. And that's quite true. Use I statements. Example, I've been feeling, rather than you statements. Example, you do this all the time, or you clearly don't love me anymore. Same thing Nicholas was saying. This is how the tone of voice that we use when we're going to find answers to questions that we have that we won't get an answer from. Lockdown, key throw away, you living in Chateau Bow Wow, doghouse, totally. No, nothing is coming from it. It says, be mindful of your body language, uncross your arms, relax your face, and use open body language instead. Use kind and respectful language and avoid accusations and judgment. Be open and curious. Following on from the last point about language, it is best to approach him with openness and curiosity. If you're looking for an answer to something you just want to connect emotionally, ask an open-ended, specific question and then actually listen to what he says. Ben says, when I'm being open about something, I don't like being interrupted with questions. Let me vent and let me let all my problems out. If you ask questions, it makes me lose my train of thought. And that's not only for men or for anybody. When you're on a roll and somebody interrupt you, that's it. He added, don't ask, how do you feel? Because that would make me answer, yeah, I'm fine. Specific questions like, How do you feel about X? Or how is it going with X? Would get me to open up a bit more. So you have to ask specific questions, Jester. You can ask random question all over the place and expect to get specific answers to what you're looking for because that would not come. They've said it is important not to interrupt when he's saying, but to listen to the actual words that is coming out of his mouth. I was telling her how I felt, and she kept saying, "This is what you mean? And you're trying to say this?" She wasn't listening to what I was saying. She was just trying to prove that I was somewhat against her. That's a no no. Ladies, no. Girlfriends, no. Let's not do that. When we jump in, we won't get the answers that we're asking for. So we got to change the body language, change how we ask the question, change our demeanor. If we mad as a bat or mad as a hatter, try to control the madness and make your
And that's
face
a
relax.
difficult thing for a lot of women to do.
Yes.
Generally speaking, it's hard for women to control their emotions at the spur of the moment of a situation. Yeah.
And here's the next action steps. He says, don't assume, ask. If you don't know exactly what he means, ask him to clarify. Accept his words for what they are and avoid interpretations. According to the men I spoke to, men are generally very straightforward and don't speak in codes. Practice active listening. That is a big one. We have to learn to listen. And I know a lot of us as women do not listen when being spoken to. We jump in like we are Wednesday in the middle. We're always in the middle. We're not letting the person finish it.
Yeah.
And I've learned. And yesterday, NP and I were talking about that. Let's listen. Because if you don't listen, you will miss the most important point in what they're making. He said, practice active listening. Ask open-ended but specific questions. Avoid asking loaded questions. Do you think she's prettier than me? Because that makes it feel like your agenda is to argue. Passive aggressiveness is never helpful. Say what you mean assertively and calmly instead. Wow, that is some big lesson for us today, Jester.
It is.
Big one. And ladies that are on the line, let's pay a little more attention to the thing because sometimes what we're doing or what we're saying, we might think that it is beneficial for us because we want to know. But we have to turn it around and listen and be patient and really pay attention to what their body language is saying and how we approach them with our body language.
Of course, because sometimes the answer you might be looking for as a lady, you may not get it today, but you probably might get it the next day or the day after. You know, then it all has to do with the approach. You know, again, and I believe calmness. Because, for example, if a lady come very nice and calm and, you know, you might think, even if sometimes you lie to her in the beginning, but because of how our approach was clear, then your conscience might start playing with you, and you might think you might say afterwards, you know what, honey, when you approach me on that issue, I did lie for you. Here's the truth. That time do have that does happen sometimes.
Okay. So I have to say that you're a good man then. So if you go back and tell the truth afterwards, it's fine. But
sometimes that does happen. I'm serious.
Well, I have to listen to you. You're not telling me, not me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then that's good. It says mind your energy. If you approach a conversation expecting a negative outcome, he will likely feel that and shut down unless he enjoys confrontation. Although having arguments is normal, sometimes they're rarely productive because it is mostly about who is winning. In reality, no one wins. Who is wrong and making accusations. Having an open discussion is more productive. For that to happen, it is important to have conversation with a solution-focused approach. That means keeping in mind that 1, you want to find a solution. 2, you don't want to hurt his feelings. And 3, want the relationship to last. And that is true. So if you don't want the relationship and this is your way of going out, by all means, knock yourself out. Go right ahead. Tell him how you feel. Do whatever you want. Say all kind of wrong things to him because you know you're on your way to easy street. You're gone. But if you want that relationship to work, rethink the way you speak to him, the way you bring your body language across, and listen. Because he might be trying to tell you what Jester say. You know, honey, the first time you asked me the question and I lied to you because it's how you approach me. But I did lie, and this is the answer. You might miss that if you go at it with aggression.
Yeah,
Says when you have a good relationship overall, he'll probably feel more comfortable opening up to you. If there is a constant conflict, aggressiveness and distance, it's difficult to have an emotional, intimate relationship. So if you're always fighting in that relationship of yours, you're always cussing, you're always finding something to talk about that is not productive or what do you call it, positive,
yeah.
nothing ain't happening, and then I come in and say, well, you know you don't love me, just go about your business and leave me alone. But I am part to blame for what is going on there. And the quicker we accept that as women, the more a lot of our relationships are going to work. You see, my relationship is working fine. I don't have that kind of problem because I discuss my ups and downs with my significant other. And
But what taking place here? Oh gosh. What? You reminded me of a good friend of mine. But I was in the company for the past 2 days. That man don't just make up things. Oh gosh, yeah.
I was waiting to see when you're going to wake up. You say I'm going. So yes, you have to do this thing. Turn yourself around. Think about things before you ask it, and think about the way you ask it to get the positive result that you want, and not go the other way. Don't. It's an action steps creating a safe space and healthy foundation. Show your appreciation for the things he does for you. Express your gratitude generously. Do new and fun things together. See, as Nicholas said, they went for everything, they went to ice cream,
Yeah.
Compliment him and tell him when he's done something well. Example, positive reinforcement. Focus on his strengths and good qualities. Show an interest in his interest. So now when he says focus on his strengths and good qualities, for you to fall in love with somebody and have them in your life, there must be something positive there. You must have seen some good qualities in that person before you decide that you're going in. So when things are going south, it cannot be all negative now. You got to think about the positive that
Yeah.
started off the relationship and see if you can bring it back so that it won't be all about the negatives and he doing this and that and the other and so. And it says, there are a lot of women, a lot of us that have a significant other, somebody in our life, even husbands in our lives. And they continue to do things for us around the house and stuff like that. And we never ever just think
Compliment
about
them.
saying thank you so
Yeah.
very much for what you're doing around here. Some of them don't. They don't do anything. So you could say that. But those who are trying to make your life easier,
You don't say thanks and you don't compliment. So that's bad.
do that. Start doing that if you never did. Do fun things together. So, like just as if you want to go and see football with him, when I'm not going anywhere at all with him, but if you want to go see football with him in the park, and the game is over, and you don't feel like going home now, you can sit in the park and chat about things like when we were young, what we used to do, and so that might hit a nerve in that person, and they will open up and start telling you things. So do these things together. You might even go for a walk in the park. Show interest. So if he likes flying kites, or let me put it that way, if he likes football and you don't like football, but that's his interest, in the thing of getting to be together, start showing a little interest in the football. You may not go to all games, but at least go to one or two with him. Let him see that, okay, she's trying, she's coming to games, although I know that she doesn't like football. So when you show an interest in his interest, all this is going to help you to form a great relationship. So we are going down to the wire. I have to skip a couple of them because we're almost 12 o'clock. And I don't want to steal time. Do we say we can only steal time? Are you guys going to listen nicely? Tell us. It is 3 minutes to the hour of 12 o'clock. Let's finish it because I don't want to.
Clear?
Yes, Jester?
12 o'clock.
Okay, you have to go somewhere, Jester? Okay, so let me go. And another thing, let go of your insecurities. A lot of us as women in relationship, we are very, very insecure about things. According to Jester, sometimes you see somebody walking together and nothing is going on. you feel that they have a relationship. It's insecurity that is causing you to be that. Let go of that. If you're confident in yourself and you know who you are, he could like Peter, Paul, John, James, Jean, Leslie, who everybody. You are the queen of your castle. Feel no way about it. Even though you feel a little way, but let move over it because you are, as they say, you're the business and the cat's meow. So let go of your insecurities. Action step. Try to listen with an attitude of it is not about me. So we are talking about you, so it's not about me, and I have to listen that way. Listen with the aim of understanding, not to catch him out or find fault in what he's saying. Trust that he means what he says. Work on your attachment insecurities. Key points. Many men struggle to open emotionally because of the way they've been socialized. Everyone is different, and it's therefore important to consider his personality and upbringing and practice empathy. Give him space and don't force it. Have patience. Build a foundation of trust. Give him the feeling that he can talk to you about anything. Emotional intimacy has to be developed over time. Handle him and his emotions with care and love. Keep practicing and prioritizing emotional intimacy and support. Lead by example. Be vulnerable around him. Share your feelings and show him how to be open. Be open and curious. Ask open-ended but specific questions and practice active listening. Let go of assumptions and judgment and give him the space to talk and vent. Be mindful of your verbal and body language. Approach him with openness and kindness. Take a solution-focused approach, but don't focus on solving his problem. Just let him talk. Build on other types of intimacy and foster a healthy relationship. Example, talk about his interests. Do new and exciting things together. Have a laugh and be silly together and work on your sex life if you have one. Give him compliments, appreciate him, and focus on his strength and positive qualities. Work on your own insecurities. If you've done all that you can to create a space for him to be open with you, but he doesn't budge, maybe the problem is that you are incompatible. You're not a match for each other. So in that case, highway, byway. You get it? Don't give him an ultimatum, but tell him your emotional needs aren't being met and consider moving on. We have come to the end of our program for Take 5 today. It was an interesting one, if I should say so myself. We heard from Nicholas Nag, from Shammer, from Peter. Justin made his comment. Keith Loudson made his comment. And let's say thank you to, let's start off here, Mary Olavachi, Lorna Bain, Chance the Game, Hilarion Gunput, Kathleen Ledlow, Hilarion Gunput, Mackenzie Y2, Justin Trutman, and all the rest of you who have been listening and not saying anything, and those who called and those who did not call. We really do want you to like and share our program every Tuesday because the topics that we bring here can either make us or break us mentally. And mental health doesn't always have to be on the negative. It can be positive mentally. And I know sometimes the things that we talk about can make each and every one of us mentally disabled, including myself. But we are working on it for the year 2026. Jester?
Claire, I think it was really a great start. First program for 2026. And I'm telling you, I believe we really started off with a bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. And so I continue to look forward with great anticipation for more interesting topics ahead of us.
Lorna says, great program, excellent. Hearing men's point of view. Yes, I was very, very, very touched today by the voices of the men that call and who wrote. Alistair Dubois, Aito Dubois, when I ask you to call, please do so. Thank you very much.
When?
When? Anytime you check
You mean next life?
Anytime. my good friend Adonis, he almost going to prison for me as it is there already.
Oh God, the last time the last time I telling Ted that boy Ted laughed too much. tell, I say, why? But she just saying, Alonso might have just become
I know, coming out of prison,
Yeah.
all in the name of protecting the little skinny girl Claire. But that's
Oh,
right. You see,
God.
that's why you have friends forever. So thank you all very much. We'll see you next Tuesday. And Jester, you get smoothie. It's the beginning of the year. You can dance and you can sing.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Got some things I need to say. Feeling heavy, you're not alone. Come take 5, you're in
Thank
the
you,
zone.
NP.
Voices come
NP
up
says,
the
lovely
care.
topic. Looking forward to the rest of the year. Thank you so very much.
Light in your mind, peace and hope you're sure to find.
So
Take 5
with
CJ and Jester.
talking truth and lifting pressure.
Hey, hey.
Every Tuesday, 10 to noon, we hold in space just for you. Take a breath, take your time. We're here to realign your mind. Take 5, you're not alone. CJ and Jester bring you home. It's okay not to be okay.
Let's talk it out, don't drift away. Mental health, it matters most. So come in close and raise a toast to the ones who fight each day, to the silent words they never say. You're strong, you're seen, you're truly heard. You got your back, you've got our word.
Everybody, let's go. So take 5 with CJ and Jester. Talking truth and living pressure. Every Tuesday, 10 to noon, we hold in space just for you. Take a breath, take your time. We're here to realign your mind. Take time, if not alone. CJ and Jester bring you home.
We laugh, we cry, we share the
That we
ride.
do.
We laugh, we cry,
We really
we
do
share.
laugh and cry.
You've got a place right here to stay. So take 5 and heal today.
So
Take 5 with CJ and Jester. Talking truth and lifting pressure. Every Tuesday, 10 to noon, we hold in space just for you. Take a breath, take your time. We're here to realign your mind. Take 5, you're not alone. CJ and Jester bring you home.
For more information, contact We Noise TV at 929-445.
We're gone.
Bye,
Bye.
people. See you all later. Next week, God's will. Take care. Thank you so very much.